Tacitus, Annales, Episode 7. Inde concilium mihi pauca de Augusto et extrema tradere, mox Tiberii principatum et caetera, sine ira et studio, quorum causas procul habeo. And now Tacitus says, as he sums up the first section, thence, or from these considerations, concilium est, implicit, concilium est mihi. My plan is, it is my intention, tradere, to relate a few things about Augustus, pauca de Augusto, and the last acts of his reign. Pauca is neuter, plural, and accusative. It is the substantive object of the third conjugation verb tradere. Extrema is the same gender, number, and case, and is a second object of tradere. The preposition de takes Augusto, masculine, singular, and ablative, de always and only ablative, and mihi here in the masculine, singular, and dative is showing possession, with concilium, which is neuter, singular, nominative, the subject. This is the dative of possessor construction. So it is my intention, he says, to relate a few things about Augustus and really the last acts of his life. Mox, he says, then or next, so both this clause and the first one, inde, begin with a temporal or a consequential kind of adverb. Next, it is my intention, concilium mihi, to relate or to discuss the principate, principatum, of Tiberius. Principatum is masculine, singular, and accusative. It's a fourth declension noun. And Tiberii is masculine, singular, and genitive. So notice variety. The emperors are both named, but they're not in the same case. And et, again, it is my intention to relate other things, caetera, neuter, plural, and accusative, like pauca and extrema. And it's my intention to do this, he says, sine ira et studio, without anger or irritability, and without partiality, particular interest. Studium means zeal or intention, purpose, heat, something like that. So he says, I will do so without anger and dispassionately. The reasons for which, quorum causas. Now, quorum is a neuter, plural, and genitive relative pronoun, the antecedents of which are studio and ira. So he says, the reasons of which, quorum causas, I hold at a great distance, or they are far removed from me. In other words, he has no reasons, he says, when talking about Augustus or Tiberius, to employ ira and studio. This bust of Augustus is from the Galleria Byzanti in Florence.